All right. So we are introing our next POW conference speaker. This one is near and dear to my heart. It's hard to separate the success that my practice and I've experienced without Lisa Seago. So Lisa is the guru of revenue at my practice, Chenal Family Therapy. I think when she came in, we were what, 2 million, 4 million in revenue, something like that.
Before.
And now we're 15 plus. So our practice has grown up because of Lisa. So Lisa will be sharing on some lessons along the way. But first, really quickly, Lisa, tell me who you are and how you ended up running a gigantic revenue cycle department at a mental health company.
Well, fun, fun part is I get to be director of revenue at Chenal Family Therapy, which I absolutely love and geek out on all the
Yeah.
time. Have a fabulous team, and started out really digging in. Basically, I mean, I've been in the working in the medical field front office for years,
Mm.
um, but went to work for another organization here in Arkansas, and I had been looking for a job because I was fresh here, and the person hiring said, I don't think I'm going to hire you because I think you're overqualified. And I was like, just please give me a chance. I will make a game out of this. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, the game turned out of a nerded interest.
Yeah, I love it. And Lisa actually leads a team that is bigger than a lot of practices. How many folks do you have under your leadership in our billing department?
14 people.
What's that?
We have 14 now.
14 people, and they're all kind of broken into different specialties, kind of different roles, right? That's
Yes.
amazing. And how many claims roughly do you think you oversee a year?
Oh, gosh. That's an on the spot question. um, at, at one time, we were doing 11,000 a month. So if
Yeah,
that,
so over 100,000 probably a year. Cool. Well, so your topic is essentially 10 lessons learned along the way, kind of what you've learned in your role, really kind of a leadership level. Tell me what inspired you to give this talk, and were those easy lessons to learn? I mean, you just, learned them day one kind of thing, or where'd this workshop come from?
some of them were easy, some of them were hard, some of them were, oh my God, the softball's coming at your face, figure out how to stop it. But I
Yeah.
think just being able to share things that I would have loved someone to share with me in this role,
Mm.
that I wouldn't have to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah. And I've seen that as a driver of your evolving department is you are willing to learn in front of your team,
Mhm.
and that kind of leaves them no place to hide, right? If the boss is willing to do it, that's what leader means. You go first. So it's been really cool to watch this leader team or this billing team evolve from just effective to leaders among leaders. I mean, they're all able to step into roles. It's really an impressive group. So billing is becoming a lot harder. So gosh, even 4 or 5 years ago, people would leave group practices, get a therapy notes, simple practice account, sign up for Blue Cross, and the money would just flow in, right? And same at group practices. In the last couple of years, we've seen insurance tighten up, and it probably seems like it's going that direction even more. Clients' budgets have tightened up, credit cards decline more than ever. Words of wisdom. How do you keep your head? How do you keep your sanity amongst a bunch of people who don't want to give us the money that we need to run our practices? How do you ground yourself? What's the
Uh,
secret?
well, um, so aside from sometimes just getting on with my team and saying, okay, we're going to have a vertical temper tantrum right now, and then you're going to shut your laptop and go outside and get 10 minutes of sun and then come back and we'll do this over.
That's
But
a vertical temper tantrum.
the vertical is jumping up and down and waving your arms and screaming if you need to, if you
I love
need.
it.
But I think that knowing our insurance contracts well, we're getting
Mm,
better at doing that.
mm,
Learning uh, key things. For example, TRICARE having only a window every quarter where they're
mm,
accepting new clinicians and they're only accepting 10 or 15 of them. And that can be very frustrating if you don't know those things and
mm.
get people credentialed and it's, you're a year later and you still can't do it.
Yeah.
So just knowing your insurance contracts, so that gives you leverage to kind of duke it out with the insurance company if they're not
Mhm.
responding.
Not knowledge is sanity, right? Knowledge is sanity, and it feels like a lot of billing departments are always in catch-up mode, so there's never that time to sit down and read the insurance contracts and all that.
Mm.
One of the things that I really appreciate as well is you seem to see all sides of it. I've watched you move to the point of tears of billing not going through for certain clinicians, feeling that weight of getting them paid, and I've also seen you embrace the fact that clients can't get the help they need without this stuff. I just want to celebrate that you are the dream come true in the sense that you see all, including the owner, by the way, you see all sides of it. So give me one nugget from your workshop. What's some low hanging fruit in there of your 10? Just one. If you sat down with another billing department head right now at another practice, in the middle of their vertical temper tantrum, what would be one core piece of wisdom you would share with them? Give us something off your list.
Get to know your people
Mm,
and care for them because they will, not just for this reason, but they will go miles for you if they know how much you care for them.
mm. And that's not just admin team. You've done a really good job of investing in that clinical side as well.
Yes, yes. We want to have that handshake between the
Mm.
admin team and the clinical team. We really do, where everybody feels supported and respected.
So that's a new term. I want if you just for 15 seconds unpack that because that's a new term to our practice actually, and I love it. What is the handshake? How does the handshake help with nebulous emails that tend to get interpreted the wrong way, all that kind of stuff? Tell me about the billing department handshake.
So the handshake is, um, we were referring to it as the gap between
Mm,
the two clinicians and admin. But whenever we say that, we're constantly reiterating that there's a gap. So let's
mm,
stop reiterating the gap and start closing it by
mm,
giving a handshake. So when we have that vague email, let's always suspect the best
mm,
from that person, whether it's your coworker or a scheduler or a clinician. Let's look for the best and then let's start working with them
mm.
in a handshake instead of against them because that's what we're all working for the same goal to get everybody paid.
I love it. And you've been really good about being visible with the team. You know, the brain defaults to pessimism when there's ambiguity. If I can't tell if you're mad or you just give me a quick answer, the brain defaults to, don't get voted out of the tribe. So one of the things I feel like you've done really well is make yourself visible and be connected with clinicians. So when there's a moment they have to interpret, they can fall back on that handshake. They
Mhm.
can fall back on laughing with you about, client drama or whatever. You've done a really good job of helping people store up some credit in the brain to interpret the ambiguity. So,
Mhm.
running a good billing department is more than just putting the numbers into the computer. It's people, like always, huh? So.
Yes, absolutely.
So I know there's a lot of people out there that look to you for wisdom. If people don't come to the PAL conference, but they still want more of Lisa and her billing guidance, where can they find you? How can they get more of this kind of stuff?
I'm so glad you asked. If you go to SPP, semi-private practice, we have a billing group the first Tuesday of every month. And we actually have one coming up. Our topic for this coming one in February, next week, is revenue cycle management, where the money
Mm,
comes from. So we're going to
love
really
it.
dig into that. And for folks who this may be the first time they've heard revenue cycle management,
Hmm.
explain that. For those seasoned folks who know what it is, we're going to talk about the importance of that and really start digging into it.
I love it. And those are recorded, so if people can't make it live, they can watch it first 30 days free. And you also do individual coaching with
Yes.
billing managers and billing departments and things like that, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, super cool. So semi-privatepractice.com, you can find more Lisa. Really excited to have you at the POW conference. You're one of the rock stars in my world. It's hard to imagine my professional life, my personal life without you and all you contribute. So thank you for everything. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you. I'm excited about it.
Me too.